同学们，你们好。现在我们学习第11课，现在几点？第11课，现在几点 ？Lesson 11. What's the time now? 现在我们复习第10课生词，跟我读：这儿、那儿、能、做。Do you still remember these words? 现在，请你读。很好。Last time we have learned 这儿 and 那儿。Remember, we still have a 哪儿 means where. 你在哪儿？我在家。小狗在哪儿？ Answer me, please. 很好。And these three characters are 这、那 and 哪。很好。这是什么？请你回答。那是什么？很好。这儿 means here， 那儿 means there。很好。这个词怎么读 ？How to read？ 做。Do you still remember how to write this character? Yes. Write to person, to 人 and then at the bottom is a 土 means ground or earth. We have 请坐 please take a seat. And 请 means please. So we have 请 plus do something. We have how to say please drink tea. Yes, 请喝茶. Or you can say please write down your name. How to say that? 请写你的名字。很好。现在我们看小猫在哪儿？小猫在桌子上面。Then how to say sit? The cat is sitting on the table. Where do we put sit? Where do we put 坐? Yes, before the 在. So the correct sentence should be how to read it? 小猫坐在桌子上面。再来一遍。很好。小狗在哪儿？小狗在哪儿？ Yes, 小狗在椅子上面。Then how to say the puppy is sitting on the chair? Where do we put 坐? Could you please try? 很好。We should say 小狗坐在椅子上面。And the next one is 能 indicates an ability or possibility. Remember the differences between 能 and 会。你会说汉语吗 ？That 会。我会说汉语。能 and 会 What's the difference? 能 is the possibility or the ability that you don't need to learn. For example, 我能坐这儿吗 Can I sit here? But if some ability that you need to learn, then you should use 会. For example, 你会说汉语吗？你会写汉字吗？ Because both the Chinese language or the characters should be learned, then you can be able to do that, right? That is the main difference, but not the only difference. So the structure should be subject plus 能 plus a verb. Somebody can do something. For example, 我明天下午。明天下午 means tomorrow afternoon is the time. The time could be before the subject or after the subject. It doesn't matter. In here, I put it after the subject. So who? 我明天下午能 continue do what? 去商店。再来一遍，我明天下午能去商店。现在你说，很好。Next one，妈妈5点 5 o'clock 5点能回家。Mom can be home at 5. How to say this sentence one more time? Who can do what? Yes, 妈妈5点 5 o'clock 能回家。再来一遍，妈妈5点能回家。现在你说，很好。能哒哒哒吗？ This is a question. It always indicates a request or hope for permission. For example, the topic for in last lesson, 我能坐这儿吗？现在你说。Do you remember how to answer this question? 请坐 Take a seat, please. Right? One more time. 我能坐这儿吗？请坐。很好。下一个 the last sentence. 小狗能吃巧克力吗？巧克力 sounds familiar, right? Yes, 巧克力 means chocolate. 小狗能吃巧克力吗？回答我 answer me, please. 请回答我。小狗不能吃巧克力。Okay, and now this is the practice exercise questions in last lessons. Do you still remember? If you forgot to do this, that's fine. Could you please pause this video and then take a minute to finish this page? And then let us continue. Okay, the first one. 有 remember someplace 有 something or somebody. So where? Yes, on the table. How to say? 桌子上有一杯咖啡 or 一个杯子. It doesn't matter, right? Second one. So remember, the first one is 有 and the second one is 和. 和 means and. So where has what? 桌子上有一个电脑和一本书，很好。第三个 I think they're in a restaurant, right? So he maybe asks if he can sit here, right? How to say this sentence? 我能坐这儿吗？ And the last one, 他在工作 so give it a place. He's working at where? I think this shop, right? So how to say shop? 商店，他在商店工作。很好。Remember, 店 means shop. It always means a place. How to say bookstore? 书店 coffee shop. 咖啡店 and the shop, a store, 商店 and a restaurant. Remember, restaurant, the place for eating. 饭店，很好。下面我们来看练习。These 2 pages are the homework for last time as well, I think. Then, if you forgot to do that, that's fine. Could you please pause the video, this video, and then let us continue when you're finished, okay? So the first one, let us check. 从18开始. Which one you got? So, 你好，我能坐这儿吗? What do we say? Yes. 好，请坐。好 means what? Means Well, okay, yes. 第19，你的杯子呢？ What does this mean? Yes, 你的remember we've learned 你呢？你呢 means how about you? 我是中国人，你呢？ And in here, 你的杯子呢？ Can you guess? It doesn't mean how about your cup, but it means where's your cup? It is shorter for 你的杯子在哪儿呢？你的杯子在哪儿呢？ It's shorter. So just say 你的杯子呢？ Where's your cup? 你的汉语书呢？ Where's your Chinese book? 你的妈妈呢？ Where's your mom? 你的中国朋友呢？ Where's your Chinese friend? So if you need to make notes, then please make notes. 你的杯子呢 means where's your cup? Give it a noun, give it something or somebody, then plus a na means where's. But 你呢？我呢？你呢 means how about you? Remember, it's different from what we've learned before. In here, it means where. 你的杯子呢 Where do we, how do we answer that? Yeah, I think the answer should be A. How to read it? You read it, please. 在那儿，桌子里面。It's over there, inside the table. 20，你的桌子上有什么 ？Easy, right? Which one is the answer? 对了 C. 你读。很好。21，你后面那个人是谁 ？Is it hard? So let us see. 你后面那个人，那个人 means that person. 你后面那个人 means the person behind you. 后面，前面 right? 后面。So the person after you is who? So which one is the correct answer? 是谁 ask you whom. So in here, which gives you the information about the person? Yes, it should be D. 他叫李月，是我的汉语老师。And the last one, 你前面那个人是李鹏吗？你前面那个人是李鹏吗？ That person before you, in front of you, is 李鹏。答案 is 不是 this one 不是，我后面那个人是李鹏。Okay? Any questions? 下面 next page. Ready? 开始。23. So look at these answers A, B, C, D, E. We have learned all of these, but this one we haven't reviewed for a long time. This is 名字 means name. Okay? So 23. Which one you've got? It should be E. 我能看看你的汉语书吗？看看 means take a look. So 我能看看你的汉语书吗 means what? May I take a look at your Chinese book? Right? 能哒哒哒吗 Ask for permission. 24. What is your answer? Could you please read this sentence? 我爸爸今天不在家。My daddy is not at home today. 25. Which one you've got? Yes. 请，您好，请喝茶。Please drink the tea. 26. 你来读。学校里有一个商店。What does it mean? There is a shop inside the school. 学校里 inside the school 有一个商店 There is a shop. Okay? One more time, you read all of these four questions one more time. 开始。很好，现在我们学习第11课。现在几点？现在看生词，1、2、3、4、5、6个生词。跟我读，现在点分中午吃饭时候，很好。再读一遍，现在点分中午吃饭时候，很好。现在你读，很好。我们看第一个词，现在。现在 means right now. We can say 我现在回家。Subject right now do something. 我现在回家 means what? Now I'm going back home. 我现在回家。Or we can say, how to read this sentence? Yes. 我们现在复习。Now let us review. Okay. If we want to ask a question, are you going to the shop right now? What do we say? How to read this sentence? Yes. 你现在去商店吗？ Yes. Subject 现在 do something. 现在 can be used before the subject as well, remember? So it could be either after the subject or before the subject. It doesn't matter. So what are we doing 现在? We can say 我们现在学习汉语。很好。The second one is 点. This is very important. So 点 means o'clock. This is 9 o'clock, right? How to say that? You just need to, how to say 9. It is 9, then o'clock. 9点 9点 Okay, you try to read it. 很好。Then what is this? 12 o'clock. 12点 right? Then next one. It is very important. Remember, we should say 2个人2本书2只小狗2 In here is 2 o'clock, right? Be careful. We are not going to say 2点. The correct way is 2点2点 Okay, let us try it one more time. How to say this? 很好。Next one. 很好。第三个。Very good. 很好。2点。If you need to take note, please write it down. 2点。Then we want to know, is it in the morning or lunchtime or afternoon or evening? We want to know when. So for example, 9点 can be in either 上午 or 晚上, right? It could be either in the morning or evening. So how can we know what 9点? So we can say something before 9 o'clock. to let you know when it is. For example, if it is 9 a.m., we can say 上午9点. Okay, 上午9点. Remember, 上午 means morning. Yes, this is lunchtime, 12点. It is 12 p.m., 12 p.m. Then what do we say? How to say lunchtime? Yes, it is 中午. 中午. We can say 中午12点. And this one, if it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, what do we say? Yes, remember how to say afternoon? Yes, 下午. We can say 下午2点. 现在，请你读。开始。很好。Remember 上午、中午、下午。午 is noon, so 上 is above. So above the noon is the morning. 中午，中 is middle. Right there is the lunchtime. 下午 after or at the bottom or under. So it is 下午，上午，中午，下午。And one more question. How to say the early morning? If it is 6 a.m., it is early morning, right? Do you remember how to say that? Yes, it is 早上。早上 means early morning. So what is this? 6 a.m. 6点. How to say this? 早上6点。很好。What time is it? 10 o'clock. How to say that? 10点。Evening. If it is 10 p.m., it is evening. What do we say? Remember evening? Yes, 晚上. So 晚上10点. Now we have all of these 5 words and the time. Could you please read all of these one more time? By yourself. 准备开始。很好。Now how to say right now it is 6 a.m. in the morning, in the early morning. How to say this sentence? 很好，请你读。很好。If we want to ask, what time is it? What do we say? What time is it now? 现在几点 Remember this 几你家有几口人 How many family members in your family? And now it is 现在几点 What time is it now? Okay, now I'm gonna ask you. Then you let me know what time is it. 现在几点 For example, you can say 现在是早上6点 Right now it is 6 a.m. 6 in the morning. Now answer me with the second one. 现在几点？很好。第三个 answer me with this time. 现在几点？很好。第四个，现在几点？很好。最后一个 the last one. 现在几点？很好。Okay, now you can ask me. What time is it now? 现在是下午2点。What did I say? Yes, right now it is 2 in the afternoon. 很好。Next one is 分. So we've learned like 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. But if it is like this, how do I say? Easy. 9 o'clock we say this part first, and then gives detail of 分. So it is 10 past 9, right? You don't need to change anything. Follow the order. 9:10. Say the hour first, then the minutes. So it is 9:10. Let us try the second one. Then what do we say for the second one? Say the hour first, and then the minute. How to say this one? Yes, 12:20. 很好。第三个 the third one. Be careful with 2 o'clock, right? How to say this? 2点 then what minutes? What minute? Yes, 15分。2点15分。Now you please say these 3 times one more time. 很好。Same if we want to add like morning, lunchtime, noon, and afternoon. What do we say? Could you please try one more time? Read it together, put them combined, and then say that one more time. 很好。So 现在几点？ Yes. How to say this? 现在几点？ What time is it now? 现在几点？现在是6:13. It is a.m. It is early morning. What do we say? Yes, 现在是早上6:13. Okay, then the last one is this one. Could you please guess how to say this time? Yes, say the hour first and then the minute. Then 现在几点？现在是10:25. But if you want to say with the evening, what do we say? Yeah, the evening comes first. It should be 晚上10:25. Okay, then now please try to say this. 现在几点? Then give me the full sentence. Give me the full sentence answer. For example, if I ask you, 现在几点? You can say 现在是早上6:13. Or give me the second time, 现在是上午9:10. Then let us try to practice these 5 times. I'm gonna ask you first. 请回答我。现在几点? Start from the beginning. 很好。第二个，现在几点？很好。第三个，现在几点？很好。第四个，现在几点？很好。现在几点？很好。Now let us continue with the next word. It is 吃饭 means eat a meal. So you maybe want to know other words. For example, like get up or study or go to bed. So we have 4 words, maybe can describe what you do every single day. The first one, get up from the bed. So how to say this word? This is 起床. 床 means bed. 起 means get up. So get up from the bed. It is 起床. 跟我读 Follow me. 跟我读起床. This one is easy, and this is the word actually in our lesson. Yes, it is 吃饭 means eat a meal. The third one, we have learned this before, right? This is 学习 means study or learn. The last one, go to bed. 睡觉 sleep, sleep. 睡觉. All of these four words are verb. Okay? Now, for example, let us see how to use these words. So we have learned 我现在回家, right? Do you want to try to read this sentence one more time? What does it mean? Oh, yes, means I go home right now. Or you can let me know what you go home for what? So we can say 我现在回家吃饭。我现在回家吃饭。Right now. So I go home for meal right now. But if you want to let me know, I go home with whom to eat together. For example, with your mom, what do you say? I go home with my mom to eat together. 我现在回家和妈妈一起吃饭。I forgot a 回家 in here, so let me just add it here. Now let us see this word, this sentence one more time. 我现在回家 with whom to eat together? 和妈妈一起吃饭。Or you can tell me what time do you eat? Actually, I didn't tell you eat dinner or breakfast or lunch. Those words we're gonna learn later. Right now, you can just let me know. I eat at 5. What do you say? 我5点吃饭. At what time do something is different with English, right? So in Chinese, we should say at what time do something. 我5点吃饭. I eat at 5. Now we have learned the 4 new words and then the 4 sentences. Could you please try to read all of these one more time? 开始. This is what? Second one. Third one. Last one. This sentence. Next one. Last one.很好，现在我们来看语法。Before the 语法, let us review these new words one more time. Okay, ready? 跟我读。现在，点，分，中午，吃饭，时候。We're gonna explain 时候 later. Now let us see the grammar. So 今天 we're gonna learn how to express the time. 表达时间. So we've learned all of these, right? These times. So we're gonna learn more about the time. There is one thing we would like to explain more. So this is 12:30. We can say 12点30分 12:30 12点30分 We have another way to express this. 30 can be 半 So we can say 12点半 Can you please guess 半 means what? Yes, 半 means half. So please write it down. We can say 12点半. 半 this character means half. Half. So half of an hour, 60 minutes, give it half, divide it into 2, then it should be 30. So we can say 12点半 means 12:30. So we have 2 ways to say 30. Then how to say 12:30 at noon? So it is 中午12点半。中午12点半。Okay. Now let us continue. The last one we would like to explain about the time. How to read this one? Of course, we read the hour first, so it is 12点. And then how to read 0:05? How to read 05? Remember, actually we have learned 0 long time ago. It is 0 means 0. So how to read this time? It is, could you please try? Yes, 12点05分。12点05分。0 means 0, so it is 12:05. Yes, if you need to take a note, please write it down. Okay, so this is all about the time. Now, I would like to ask you 现在几点? One more time. You please answer me with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 times. Okay, 准备. I'm gonna ask you, you answer me please. 准备开始. 现在几点? 现在几点? 现在几点？现在几点？现在几点？现在几点？现在几点 ？The last one， 现在几点？很好。Now let us continue with the next grammar 语法。Okay, so actually it's not a new grammar point. For example, look at the structure. So subject plus the time plus the predicate. For example, home, 妈妈 the time 早上6点 then do what? 做饭 cook. So this sentence is not a new grammar point. It is how to read it? You please read it. Yes. So if I explain this, just the subject plus time, then do what? Okay. For example, the next one. Could you please read it? 很好。Whom 谁？爸爸。What time? 下午4点。Do what? 回家。很好。Next one. 谁？石老师。What time? 上午8点半。Do what? 去学校。Go to school. Okay, last one. 请你读 read 读。Are you familiar with this word? 班歌. Yes, it is 班歌. So, how to read this sentence? 我 星期一去班歌。谁？我。What time? 星期一。Do what? 去班歌。很好。现在你读句子。Please read these 4 sentences. 开始。很好。Now, so this is another structure, as what I explained many times. So the time could either after the subject or before the subject. It doesn't matter. Now, you can write it down. And now, if I don't know, Mom, when does Mom cook? I want to know. So, how can we ask the question if we don't know? We can just put 几点 in here. 几点, remember 现在几点? I'm not asking you what time is it right now. I'm asking you, 妈妈早上几点做饭? So what time does mom cook in the morning? Could you please read this? So of course we should give it a question mark in here if we ask the question. 妈妈早上几点做饭? Answer me. 很好。And the second one, we don't know what time, when does daddy come back home? What do we ask the question if we want to know how to ask? Yes. How to ask this question? Try to say that with me. 爸爸下午几点回家? Answer me, please. 很好。And this next sentence. We don't know when does 石老师 go to school. We want to know that. What do we ask? How do we ask? Yes. 石老师上午几点去学校? Do you remember? Answer me, please. 很好。And the last one is a little bit different. So 我星期一去班歌。星期一 is not like 5:30 or this. So it's just a time. We cannot say 几点. We should say 什么时候. 什么时候 means what time. It's not like a clock. You can say like Monday, Tuesday, this year, last year. It can be any time. So 什么时候. If you need, please write it down. What time? 什么 what 时候 time. What time? So we can say, if you know 我星期一去班歌 and you want to know what time do you go to 班歌, you can say 你什么时候去班歌? Don't forget to change 我 into 你 when you're asking, and also give it a question mark. So how to ask the last question? 你什么时候去班歌? Answer me, please. 很好。Now, one more time, I'm gonna ask you. You please answer me, okay? From the beginning. 妈妈早上几点做饭? 第二个，爸爸下午几点回家？第三个，石老师上午几点去学校？ Last one, 你什么时候去班歌？很好。什么时候？What time? Now let us talk about something you do every single day, your schedule. So this word is 吃饭. And then 起床 means get up. This one 学习. Last one 睡觉. And also we have learned read a book. How to say read a book? 看书, right? Then what do we ask if you want to know what time do you get up? It is 你几点起床? How to answer me then? Yes, if you want to say I get up at 6, what do you say? 我早上6点起床 right? Then second question, if you need, you can write down the time for these 4 words. So remember, I know 吃饭 is just if I translate, it just means eat a meal. We have other 3 words for different meals. For example, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But now we just use this one. Okay? And we can say 你早上几点吃饭? It means what time do you eat in the morning? So you maybe know, you can know that it means that for breakfast. Okay? Okay, now you can write the time down and then let us practice ask and answer. 很好。One more time. 你几点起床? Answer me, please. 你早上几点吃饭? Be careful. 早上。你早上几点吃饭? 你上午几点学习? 你晚上几点睡觉? 很好。Now maybe we have another word you can use when you answering this. This is 每天. Remember 天, 今天, today, 明天, tomorrow. And how to say yesterday? Yes, 昨天. So this is 每天. 每 means every. So 每天, every day. So how can we say I get up at 6 every day? Yes, remember 每天 is also a time. You can put it either after the subject or before the subject. Then what do you say? I can ask you this. 你每天几点起床? What time do you get up every day? How to answer me? 我每天6点起床. Then let us try to ask and answer the rest of these 3. Ready? 你每天早上几点吃饭? 你每天上午几点学习? 你每天晚上几点睡觉? 很好. This is talking about your schedule. Now let us continue with the 对话 dialogues. You please try to read it by yourself. 开始。很好。Okay, then I'm gonna be the A, you're gonna be B. Let us try to do it one more time. 现在几点？中午几点吃饭？ Easy, right? Switch. You're gonna be A, I'm gonna be B. You read it, please. 现在10点10分。Continue. 12点吃饭。很好。So that is everything about today. And the homework for today is, please write down a short passage about your day. Use these. Just simply answering these questions, but write them in like a paragraph. 我每天早上7点起床，早上8点吃饭，上午9点学习，晚上10点睡觉。Like this. Just write down a short passage about your day. Okay? 谢谢你。